Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris, and ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. Look. I just want to get this out the way. All right, I just want to get this out the freaking way. Say what need to be said, and who's responsible for what's going on with the Dallas Cowboys. The number one problem right now, and I know it's cliche to say, but this is Jerry Jones' fault. All of it is Jerry Jones' fault. Jerry Jones decided to cheap out this year. This was by far the cheapest year. This is the year, you're talking about going all in, this was the opposite. This was the opposite. And we allowed the George Pickens trade to say, oh, we got something. Not knowing that they hired for the best way to say it for him is unproven coach and Brian Schottenheimer, which is a great motivational speaker, by the way. I think if this coaching thing don't work out, he can do some speaking. He can do some speaking motivates. He's a rah-rah guy, right? He says the right thing, and you feel like, okay, I can ride with this guy. But you look at the coaching staff that they brought in. You look at the coaching staff with just no winning. Nobody proved nothing on this coaching staff. We just bring them in, you know. And I'm quite sure that was a bargain basement shopping. They cheaped out. Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office cheaped out on this team, and they didn't want to pay Michael. They didn't want to pay a good coach. They didn't want to pay a good staff. Everything was about saving a dollar, and you went to the clearance rack at Dollar Tree, got some damn coaches, and you thought it was going to work because you could sell it. See, the Cowboys are not about winning. It's about selling winning. Let me say that again for the people in the back. It's not really about winning. It's about, can we sell you that we could win? That's what's going on right now with the Dallas Cowboys. And that's why you see this team in the situation they are. Because when you can't be all about two things. You can't. When the Dallas Cowboys won no championship back in the 90s, and everybody started popping up with shows, and everybody started being on the news, and it been all about the Dallas Cowboys, at that point, Jerry said, oh, look at the money. Hey, it's time to do a show. That get dollars. Well, see, what they didn't realize is, to work with Jerry Jones, you need the perfect yin and yang. Jerry Jones is going to be all about the show, all about everything else, all about everything except winning. So to counter Jerry Jones, you need a coach that's all about, one, that's all about the winning. Two, that Jerry Jones is going to allow to do his damn job. And three, with just enough to tolerate, but can stand up to Jerry in a way that says, hey, I'm running things. You do all that stuff out there, but don't touch my team. Let me build this team. Give me the guys I want. Let me do this thing. But that's not going to happen. They cheaped out. They cheaped out on the season. Let's call it ace and a spade a spade. You think them coaches they hired was expensive? That's why they were still there. Wasn't no prime. By the time they made a decision on Brian Schottenheimer, like I'm convinced Jerry Jones was sitting in his office and Brian Schottenheimer walking by. Hey, hey, come here. Hey, yeah, you dog. Hey, you want a job? Yeah, a job? Yeah, coaching Cowboys. You want to coach? Yeah. It don't matter. Yeah, come on. Yeah, no, you can coach. Come on. Yeah, you can be the coach. Come on. Go put a staff together. Hey, hold on now. When Jerry Jones said, Brian Schottenheimer, go put a staff together, here's your budget. Well, hold on. Is this for one coach, Jerry? No, this for everybody. What? Who am I going to get? Oh, I can get Matt Eberflus because he sucked in Chicago. Yeah, I can get him. This right here is when you prioritize money over winning. When you prioritize sizzle over steak. This is what happened when what the saying in Texas? Big hat, no cattle. When you got the hat on, but you ain't got you ain't got no cattle. Now, not from Texas, so I heard these. If I'm butchering these, I do apologize to my people in Texas. But that's what your problem is right now. Is Jerry forgot that the reason that show stuff and look at the Cowboys and all that work back in the days because you was winning. You was winning. See, what you had with Michael Irvin, my favorite Dallas Cowboy of all time, to play, making one of the greatest to ever lace up a pair of cleats, and one of the hardest workers. But what you forget with Michael Irvin is, yeah, Michael Irvin got in trouble. Michael Irvin was all about winning. It was all about a championship. That's what the goal was. It was all about doing what it takes to win. So yeah, you had the nonsense, but they won. See, the nonsense was okay because they was winning, so you could build a show. You could talk about the sizzle. You could talk about everything except football because they was all because Jimmy Johnson, the best coach in Dallas Cowboy not in Dallas Cowboy. Okay, you gonna take that from Vince Lombardi. Did I say Vince Lombardi? I meant Tom Landry. I apologize. But the best coach you've had in the Jerry Jones era was Jimmy Johnson. And you got rid of him because of ego. Who get the credit for this? Who get the credit for that? Who cares? Nobody want credit for this. Maybe you do, Jerry. Because Jerry had made it very clear to all Cowboy fans, I don't care if I win or lose. As long as we do win, it got to be my way. That's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. That is why we are where we at today with these damn Dallas Cowboys. The fact that it's all about the money and spending as least of it as possible. That's what it's about. That's why you got the coaching staff you got. That's why you do the whole Deion Sanders pump fake. You called him, but you never offered him a job. You know why I beat the desk for Deion? Because I think Deion got just enough kahunas that you're going to respect him. You're going to respect him, but he's also going to hold it down. And I'm sorry, getting distracted. But he's one of those people that you'll go, oh, we're gonna respect that guy. Oh, that guy's doing his thing. He's Deion. Deion gonna give Jerry the credit. So Deion just focus on football and run that team. And he'll let Jerry get all the credit. But the problem is, the biggest problem with that is the minute Deion walked through that door, he's the most popular person in the locker room. I don't think Jerry can handle that. See, Jerry need hand-picked puppets to be the coach of this team. That he get paid at least $2. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you're getting is a result of when your owner is not choosing winning, but choosing to save a buck. And he's one of the richest people in the world, and he got the most valuable franchise. None of that matter. He's trying to save a damn buck. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what the answer is to that, but I just want to make that very, very clear what I think is going on. He got the least expensive staff. He kind of probably gave Brian Schottenheimer a shoestring budget for his staff and say, "Not gonna make it happen." And that's what you get when you try to go make that happen with that low staff. Remember, he didn't want to pay the running back coach out of Texas. Was it Texas? Yeah, they didn't want to pay him $1 million. $1 million? You can get that, Jared? Yeah, okay. With that being said, guys, please like, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, man, you guys be great.